Hey, man, this video says Kobe Bryant was right about Devin Booker. Now, if everybody, if you know me, you know I got two favorite players of all time, of all time. Paul George and the Black Mama, bro. Paul George and the Black Mama was my two favorite players of all time, bro. Like that's literally the, it's like the Mona Lisa and the Michael Jackson. If you think about it, like that's literally what it is. So he says Kobe Bryant was right about Devin Booker, but nobody listened. I need to see what he was right about, cause I ain't never seen Kobe be wrong. To be honest, to be real, Kobe Bryant ain't never been wrong.
Go with Booker, another three. Oh,
Huh.
Booker cannot miss.
Devin Booker
Didn't said it.
is the next Kobe Bryant.
Whoa!
For the win.
Ladies and
All right, bro, we're not finna start off like this. Hold on. No, we're not doing this, bro. We not showing Devin Booker hitting the. You see how the videos always try to do something like against me, bro? Every video I react to try to go against me. Try to go against the source. Try to go against me. Don't do it, bro. Why is they showing Devin Booker hitting the fadeaway over? Bro, is that... Bro, I'm not... Bro, how do you skip over this? And then look at him just land there. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, when Devin Booker hit that shot over Paul George, I was deflated, compensated, and it almost immigrated, my nigga. Like, bro, there's no way that he should have hit that shot over Paul George with one hand. Paul George is an all-defensive player. Everybody hate Paul George, bro. Literally, the NBA hate him, bro. The CBA hate him, bro. The NFLPA hate him, bro. The CBB hate him, bro. The NCAA hate him. Like, bro, at this point, it seemed like, and then even YouTube, at this point, it seemed like everybody just hating on Paul George. Why is the first clip showing him in the game with over that after I just said who my favorite two players was, Kobe Bryant and PG freaking 13, bro? Y'all, bro.
On March 23rd, 2016,
Yes, this is what I need to see. Kobe
played his last game in Phoenix.
Good shot.
It was the tail end of his farewell tour. His body was finished. The Lakers were the worst team in the league.
Wow.
And after the final buzzer, instead of heading to the locker room, Kobe walked over to a 19-year-old kid who had just scored 28 points against him. He handed him his game-worn Kobe 11s. On the side of the shoe, he wrote two words: "Be legendary."
Playing against Booker tonight, I mean, he went straight to my move. The first time he caught it, you're not gonna beat me on my move, man. Like,
not at all, Kobe.
I mean, it was
Good
it
to
was
see.
Great to see.
You feel we the same people, bro. Me and Kobe just said the same thing. Hey, I promise y'all, it's none of this scripted. It's none of this scripted, bro. I did not never watch this interview. Me and this nigga said this stuff at the same time, bro. It's like these, nigga.
You know, I did the same thing with MJ.
Literally.
Nobody paid attention.
And I do
was
the
a
same thing with
teenager on
Paul
a
George.
tanking
We
team.
all
The
just
Suns were going nowhere,
related.
and Kobe was handing out shoes to a lot of people during that final stretch. But Kobe didn't write that on every pair. He saw something. And 10 years later, with Booker entering his 11th season in Phoenix, having outlasted every superstar the franchise tried to put next to him, still averaging 25 a night, still writing those same two words on his shoes before every single game.
That's
we need to
hard.
go back to that moment and understand what Kobe recognized before anyone else did. Because Kobe didn't just give Booker a pair of sneakers, he gave him a blueprint.
Literally, he gave him words of affirmation.
Ever since.
And that's when he signed the shoes to me. One shoe said, "To the young one," and the next one was, "To Book, be legendary." I got "Be legendary" tatted on my arm. That's something that Kobe left me with, you know, in our final game against each other. That still keeps me motivated and will always keep me going.
Nice.
To understand the weight of that, you need to understand where Booker came from. Before we move on, make sure you subscribe so I can keep making more content like this.
All right. If I get it, I'll make sure I wouldn't
Anyways,
get
back to the video.
Make sure I
His dad,
wouldn't get no
Melvin Booker,
promotions
was
or
a
nothing.
journeyman. Big 8 player of the year at Missouri, but never made it in the NBA. Spent his career bouncing around overseas, Italy, Turkey,
He played for the
Russia.
Atlanta Hawks.
Devin grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, raised by his mom, visiting his dad in the summers wherever basketball had taken him that year. At 12 years old, he was in Milan playing one-on-one against Danilo Gallinari.
Gallinari, hey.
Gym.
Look at the Milwaukee Bucks jersey, nice.
And I was sitting on the side in practice, and then practice was over with. He was like, "Come out here." And I was probably 12 years old at the time. We were messing around, playing one-on-one. That was like my first real interaction with an NBA player.
He wasn't supposed to be a top pick. Kentucky recruited him as a role player. He came off the bench his entire freshman
Lay
year
him.
and won Sixth Man of the Year in the SEC.
I don't want anything given to me. You know, it's not really about who's in front of you, but what are you going to do to get in front of them?
The Suns took him 13th overall in 2015. Not first, not fifth, 13th.
13. That's a good number. Paul George wear that number. 13. Everything adding up.
The Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky.
And here's the thing about being drafted 13th. Nobody's
Whoa,
waiting
watch he
for
got
you.
on.
There's no hype train, no magazine covers, no pressure to be the franchise savior from day one. You're expected to develop quietly and maybe, if things go well, become a solid starter in a few years.
You feel me?
Booker had other plans.
He
His
came out
rookie
the
year
gate,
overlapped
probably.
with Kobe's final season. That's where the connection started, not through some formal mentorship program or a shared agent. It started because Booker played Kobe the way Kobe respected. He didn't back down, he competed, and Kobe noticed. After that final game in Phoenix, Kobe didn't just give him the shoes, he invited
gave
him to train. Taught
Nice.
Footwork, mid-range details, shot fakes, the stuff that doesn't show up on highlights but wins games in the fourth quarter. Booker absorbed all of it. And then something happened that nobody was ready for. March
happened?
24th, 2017. Boston.
Ah.
Booker was 20 years old. The Suns were 22 to 51. They had 8 players available that night.
That's when me and Devin Booker probably scored, 71 points? I remember that night. I was in Boston, Carolina on me. Me and D-Book. Nobody ever give me credit, though.
4 guys were injured. The team was on the second night
I helped 'em.
back-to-back after losing to the Nets. Before the game, his coach Earl Watson gave the team a 2-word pregame message. The same 2 words Kobe had written on those shoes. Be legendary. Booker had 19 points at halftime. Nothing crazy. Then the third quarter started, and he just wouldn't stop. The Celtics doubled him.
They
triple
tried.
teamed him. Didn't matter. He was pulling up from everywhere, finishing through contact, getting to the line, and hitting every free throw.
Chile. Okay.
By the fourth quarter, TD Garden knew what they were watching. The Boston crowd, one of the most hostile in basketball, started
Lay
cheering
him.
for him. A 20-year-old kid on the worst team in the West was getting a standing ovation in someone else's building.
This is incredible. The crowd is going crazy here in Boston, celebrating Devin Booker.
He finished with 70 points, the youngest player in NBA history to score 60, the youngest to score 70, the highest single-game total since Kobe put up 81 against the Raptors 11 years earlier.
Devin Booker, now the all-time Suns single-game scorer.
Most points in the league since Kobe's
70.
81 in 2006.
The Suns lost by 10. And
They
that
still
became
lost?
the story everyone told about Devin 9 against Utah in 2019. The Suns lost by 33. He was putting up numbers that belonged on a Hall of Fame resume, and the team around him couldn't win 25 games. People called
Gosh, bro.
him a stats guy, a good player on a bad team, someone who could light up the scoreboard but couldn't change the culture. Kobe heard all of that too. Once, before Shaq arrived, before the rings, Kobe was a young guard on a team going nowhere with numbers nobody respected. It took him years to prove those critics wrong. Booker was living
It
the
ain't take him
same
that long.
timeline. Then came the bubble, 2020. The Suns went 8-0 in the restart and barely missed the playoffs.
They
but
better
the
not
vibe
show.
had shifted.
They better
Something
not
was
show.
building, and by 2021,
They better not show,
with
bro.
Chris Paul running the point,
They better not
Booker
show.
finally got his shot. The Suns went to
They
the
better not
NBA
show.
Finals.
For the win. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, that's the end of the video. Like, bro, come on, bro. They already showed us at the start of the video. What would be the point of showing us at the video in the middle of the video again? Are they gonna show this at the end? Are they gonna show this at the end? Like, bro, what's the point? There's no logic behind it. There's no point. There's no point.
If you don't know,
There's no
now
point.
you do.
Suns are going to the conference finals.
Booker averaged over 27 in the playoffs, dropped 40 twice against Milwaukee, closed out
But they
the
lost.
Lakers in the first round with 47 points. He was 24 years old, leading his team to the biggest stage in basketball. Kobe had died a year and a half earlier. He never saw it, but every game there were those 2
Long
words
live
on
Kobe,
Booker's
bro.
shoes.
And the
after
players
the
and the
47-point
rest of the
game against the
passengers in the
Lakers,
helicopter
Kobe's
crash,
Lakers,
bro.
Booker said it himself. Kobe was with him. They lost the finals to Milwaukee.
Yes,
in 6,
sir.
and that loss started a chapter that tested everything Kobe had taught him. The Suns went 64-18 the next season. Best record in the NBA.
Lay him.
Booker made all NBA first team, and then they were eliminated in the second round by Dallas, a collapse nobody saw coming. After that, the franchise tried to buy a championship. They traded for Kevin Durant, signed
Tried.
Bradley Beal, built a super team on paper.
This nigga
and
Bradley
it
Beal
didn't
got,
work.
this nigga Bradley Beal got taped on hair pieces to the top of his head and then put a rubber band on top of it just to keep it together. Hey, Bradley Beal, I ain't never seen a nigga glue their hair on top of their head and keep it pushed up, bro. Come on. Just go bald and get into that era of just getting hoops and going home, bro. That's all you need to do. Is you gonna really be locked back in, like trying to keep that hair on top of your head. It's grits, bro. It's grits, bro.
Injuries, fit issues, two
I hate that they
disappointing
got hurt,
seasons
though.
where the talent on
CP.
the roster never translated to wins when it mattered. By the end of the 2024-25 season, Phoenix missed the playoffs entirely. The super team experiment was over. And this is where a different player walks away, requests a trade, gets frustrated, blames the front office. Booker signed an extension. Think about that. Durant was traded to Houston. Beal was bought out. The roster was gutted. The Suns brought in Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks from the KD deal, drafted young big men, hired a new coach.
Nah, hold on. This might be
It was a
smooth.
full reset. And Booker looked at all of it and said, this is still my team. That's the part
It might
of the
be
Kobe
smooth.
mentorship nobody talks about. It's not the footwork. It's not the mid-range pull-up. It's the loyalty. It's the stubbornness. Kobe spent 20 years in a Lakers jersey, never
20.
left. Demanded
Nigga, I'm not
excellence
even
from
20
everyone
yet.
around him, but never abandoned the franchise, even when the franchise gave him rosters that had no business competing. Booker's doing the same thing. 11 years in Phoenix, through 19 win seasons and finals runs and roster blow-ups and coaching carousels, 4 head coaches in 4 years, and he's still there. This season, nobody expected anything from the Suns. They were supposed to be a lottery team. The projections had them near the bottom of the West. Instead, they're 35-26, 7th in the Western Conference, fighting for a playoff spot. Booker's averaging nearly 26 points and 6 assists a game. He earned his 5th All-Star
He got
selection.
whoa. They gave Devin Booker a sign? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Devin Booker cool. Devin Booker's a great player, but my nigga, giving him his last name on the top of a mountain that says Booker 2020-2026, my nigga, no. Devin Booker do not deserve that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You do not deserve that, bro. Yo, lad, bro, you do not, bro, right there though, where people can see it. You gotta ring a, nigga gotta win a ring before that.
He's the franchise's all-time leading scorer.
Like,
and the
what?
most impressive part is how he's done it. This isn't the Booker who needed 40 shots to get his
Man,
numbers.
D-Book still got a
He's
mohawk
become
in
a legitimate
2020-2026 or
playmaker.
something.
He's running the
like, bro.
offense. He's making the
I
guys
never
around him
noticed.
better.
Clint
Dylan
Capella
Brooks
do-
is having
hey,
a
Clint
borderline
Capella do
all-star
too.
season. Colin Giuseppe, a role player nobody expected to contribute this much, is thriving because Booker creates space for everyone. When Booker went down with a hip injury in February against the Spurs, the Suns went 2-2 without him. Not great, but they didn't collapse.
PG!
That's the mark of someone who built a culture, not just a stat line. He
Good
came
stuff,
back 2
PG.
weeks later, and the first thing he said was, "Hip's fine, just got to get my wind back. It's always good to be out there competing with the guys. No drama,
Hey.
no timeline concerns. Just get back on the court and play."
Nah, I mess with
Mamba
D-Book.
mentality isn't about scoring 81 points. It's about showing up every single day for every single game, no matter what the roster looks like, no matter what the record says, no matter what anyone on the outside thinks. Booker has that tattooed on his forearm. Be legendary. The same words, the
That
same
Kobe say.
handwriting. Kobe's handwriting permanently on his body.
I'm probably
grew
gonna
up
get
a
that
Pistons
tattoo too,
fan,
I ain't gonna lie.
actually. Michigan kid. Detroit beat the
Probably get
Lakers
B
in the
legend.
2004
Ooh.
finals. And young Devin
Oh, hey, when I get bread, when I get money where I ain't gotta worry about a job, bro. And I ain't gotta worry about nobody trying to hire me, my nigga. I'm getting be legendary on my neck for Kobe, bro. Be legendary. Oh my, hey, I'm gonna strive for greatness too. That mug gonna mean something. It's gonna be put to use every time, bro. I promise you. Be legendary. I'm gonna look at it every time I go be great.
celebrated. He wasn't even a Kobe fan
Man,
at first. He
I was.
respected him the way everyone respected him, but he didn't idolize him. That changed the moment
Never
they
idolized
trained
nobody, bro.
together. Booker saw how Kobe worked, saw the discipline, saw the obsession, and realized it wasn't about the highlights or the rings. It was about never being satisfied, never setting a limit. Booker once said he watched a Kobe interview where Kobe explained that what separated him from everyone else was that most players thought 30 points was a lot. Kobe
It's not.
said he never set a limit. He'd score 100 if he could. That's the interview that was in Booker's head the night he scored 70 in Boston.
He's just an unbelievable player. He's changed my life personally. You know, just the mentality that he has
Yep.
to take to the game is unbelievable. So I've been watching him ever since, you know, I was born.
Nice.
The comparisons used to bother him. He told Richard Jefferson during the 2021 finals that he should never be compared to Kobe Bryant, that he just takes bits and pieces of the mentality and the approach and leaves it at that.
I feel you. I
know
do the
something
same
everybody
thing.
has going on right now, and you know I didn't make that comparison myself.
Lay him. I did
And,
that
I
same
just
move
leave it at
too.
What he's done for me as a mentor,
Look.
And the advice that he's left me with. You know, so I try to take
Hey!
pieces of his mentality and his approach.
Come on, bro. He ain't
But,
dunk on
you know, I
Giannis,
should
bro.
never be
Come on,
compared
bro.
to Kobe Bryant.
But here's the thing. He doesn't need the comparison. He needs what he already has, the lessons. Kobe told him there are no shortcuts to greatness, that sacrifice is the price, that discipline isn't something you turn on for big games. It's something you
Exactly.
carry with you every morning.
Okay.
Booker still writes those two words on his shoes every game for 10 years straight, through everything. The losses, the criticism, the finals appearance, the roster
Cat.
teardown, the rebuild.
Fader.
Be legendary. Kobe gave that message to a teenager on a lottery team who nobody outside of Phoenix was paying attention to. He didn't give it to the #1 pick.
He gave it
didn't
to
give
the
it to the
13.
All-Star. He gave it to the 13th pick on a 23rd win team.
I feel you.
Because Kobe didn't see the roster, he didn't see the record, he saw the kid. And 10 years later, that kid is the longest tenured son since Walter Davis.
Hey. D-Book is legendary, man. I can't lie, bro. He gonna go down in history as one of the best scorers. And having the best loyalty. And that's why I'm right with Book, because he ain't trying to leave a team. I feel like Giannis should take some type of, you feel me? I don't know the word, the exact word, but he should take some type of its and bits and pieces of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. I'm gonna try to get videos out every time, but man.